We see the rain coming northbound from the Carolinas, and you can already see how it's evolving here. You have most of the rain in this direction, north of the center of circulation. You have a few bands that are south, but it's one strand, really, and it's kind of separating a little bit. But this is going to make landfall, second landfall later tonight. The movement on this has been so slow. Now moving at about 3 miles an hour. Winds to 60 miles an hour, still mostly over water. There we go. It's weakening over land, obviously, and the track puts it in this big arc as we go through the northeast and eventually into the Gaspé Peninsula. But notice these lines here. These are every 12 hours. Notice how they space out. They get wider and wider, meaning the storm accelerates as it comes into New England. That bodes well for us and improving weekend forecast. If we watch that evolution of that big head of rain here, where's that going? Boom, right into New York State, towards Burlington. Poor Vermont once again. And then it looks like this strand here is ours. And that's it. That's all we get is this narrow band of fairly intense rain and some downpours, maybe some rumbles of thunder and some gusty winds right in here about 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday night. And then, wow, are we back to sunshine? We could conceivably wake up to sun on Saturday and enjoy a gorgeous weekend. That's how things have changed here in the forecast over the last 12 hours. An inch or less is possible here in eastern and central Mass, maybe 1 to 2 in some spots in that yellow, and the swath of 2 to 4 upstate New York into Vermont. So the winds are still kicking up. We still have that to contend with late Friday night and into Saturday morning. We could see some gusts over 30 miles an hour, maybe close to 40, and then that moves away and our winds ease a little bit. It is still a somewhat windy day on Saturday in the wake of Debby. So it's brief heavy rain Friday night with that band, and then the gusty winds along the coast especially. And by the way, if you're making it a beach weekend, beware, there's going to be some rough surf, and that could mean some rip currents too through Saturday and perhaps into Sunday. 85 degrees. Again, perhaps waking up to a little sun. At worst, you get a shower first thing in the morning between 5 and 7. And then Sunday, gorgeous and comfortable. The humidity drops on Saturday. Watching these showers start to sneak in later tonight, maybe onto the islands. There's not much here, and this isn't really with Debby. It's just with an old frontal boundary and a flare-up of shower activity. Look at these temps already. 59 in Woburn and Natick, and 61 in Brockton right now. It's 59 as well in Boxford and Salisbury. Ooh, 58 in Bedford. These are comfortable temps thanks to these dew points. Some of them in the 40s, mind you, across northernmost Maine. But our dew points come back. The humidity does too on Friday and part of Saturday. Drop, and then it stays down Sunday and Monday. So high temperatures tomorrow in the 70s. And it does look like we will run into those showers at least between 6 and 9 o'clock coming up from Debby first off. And then Friday with a couple of quick downpours running through here. Temps are in the 80s. We continue with 80s this weekend. Head to the beach. Make it a great beach weekend. We don't have many of these left. And then Sunday, Monday, less humid. Temps near 80. And a gorgeous week most of next week until we run into some thunder late in the week. We're back after the break.